welcome back to another episode of Surfer Girl Diaries. This week I'm going to show you all of my surf essentials. You don't need all of these things. This is just what I have accumulated over 3 years of surfing. I thought I would show you guys while I was going surfing instead of just sitting and showing you, so you can kind of get a sense of how I use them, what I really use a lot of, and whatnot. So I hope you enjoy. Starting out with my wetsuit, I have a 4-3 from O'Neill. Yes, it keeps me warm and all of that, but I love this one mostly because it fits my body really well. I had a rip curl wetsuit previously and it fit me so terribly and I couldn't pop up correctly, so I've stuck with what I love. Surfing in Northern California, I feel like you need booties. I resisted getting these for so long. I kind of thought they looked dumb and I liked feeling my feet on my surfboard, but since returning from Hawaii, I'm not as resistant to the cold water anymore. So my boyfriend Nando surprised me with a pair for Christmas and my feet have never been warmer since, so these are definitely now a must in my surf essentials. Now getting onto surfboards, today I'm bringing 2 boards with me. Sometimes I'll get to the spot and wish I got a different board. I'm bringing an 8-foot foamy and then my 6-foot shortboard. I also have a 9.3 pink longboard that I absolutely love, but I didn't bring it with me today because I'm surfing a beach break and I'm kind of scared to bring it out. I got that board when I could pop up consistently on the foamy, so if you're looking into getting a longboard or just beginning, I'd highly recommend you get comfortable in the water first before getting a hard top. So I packed the foamy on top of my car and then stuck my shortboard inside. If you have racks on top of your car, I highly recommend these straps. I just got them from Home Depot. They were 20 bucks and they hold my board on top of my car so well. I haven't used anything better. And then I also have these surf pads, which are pretty unnecessary if you have a foamy, but if you have a hard top, I also highly recommend these. I'm going to Pacifica. I brought my shortboard and my longboard. I haven't shortboarded in so long and I'm honestly kind of scared to take it out because I know my surf's gonna be terrible. But I just thought that I would check the waves and then depending on the surf check would choose which board. So I have my foamy on the top of my car and then this one. What I do every single time before I go surfing, I always take electrolytes. Ever since I started taking them, they just take that extra ounce of fatigue off when I'm paddling. And since I started taking them, I haven't stopped. Like if I don't take electrolytes now before my surf, I can feel it. Like my body can feel it and it doesn't feel as good. I'm just gonna plop a tab in here. I love these little tabs. They're super easy to take with you. And then I also have this really big hydro flask. When I lived in Hawaii, it was so hot, I needed something bigger than my old water bottle. So now I just take this with me every single time I surf. Hopefully the surf is good. I went yesterday and had the best surf I've had, I think, since I have been back in California. At this particular spot on low tide or negative tide, there's this really fun left that breaks. I'm hoping it'll be breaking again because it's supposed to be low tide again, but I gotta get going. So the drive is about 35 minutes. Not ideal, but not terrible. All right, let's do it. Shortboard, even though I know I'm gonna suck. I haven't ridden it since January and sorry, the lighting is really bad. I've gotta like start taking it out again because I want to be able to shortboard again. This is a beach break, so I have a feeling I'm not gonna be the best, but that's okay. It's okay. I did want to show you this new product this girl who's following me on YouTube sent me. Her company's called Sun Touched and it's supposedly supposed to lighten your hair, so I'm gonna try it out today. Then she also gave me this toning purple mask. My hair is still really light at the bottom, but not so much at the top. It's not even that sunny today. How many are you supposed to do? Okay, it doesn't say how much to use, so I'm just going for it. And then I brought a brush so that I could make sure it's evenly kind of spread out. Okay, so this is what the back of my car kind of looks like. I have this bin, which is really nice for after surfs. If you haven't seen my first episode of Surfer Girl Diaries, go watch it because I'll explain all of this. And then I just have this bin with my Master Lock, which carries my key when I go surf, a little snack, extra sunscreen, bathing suit, and I have some sunscreen. I always just put this on my face. I also have this 4-3 O'Neill suit that I really like. It has a hole in it though, so I need to like patch it up soon. And then these booties by Quicksilver. I resisted getting booties for so long, but let me just tell you, they're so worth it for walking across rocks when your feet hurt, and in the water, it's just so much better. Some people hate wearing bathing suits underneath. I love it because then I don't have to worry about flashing anyone. I'm wearing this suit by September the Line today. I love them so much. You can wear this as a sports bra, and then these are high-waisted, so I love it. Unpacked my surfboard and waxed it up. I'm honestly not loyal to one brand of wax. I feel like they all work pretty well, but I do love supporting small businesses, and for the past few months I've been using Saba Surf Wax, which I've loved. I ran out of it, so I'm using Sex Wax today, but just thought I would give them a little shout out because they're great. Then I put my key in my lockbox and I was all ready to head out for my surf. After my surfs, I use this little bucket to get out of my wetsuit. I'll take my booties off and throw my wetsuit in there, and then I immediately put on my surf poncho. I'm usually freezing when I get out of the water, and this one by Westpath is super thick, and it's honestly my favorite thing to get into after I get out of the water.
The Swiss soccer player?
No.
Alicia Lehman? Yeah, I saw you. I was like, why she look like you look like her? So
No, I've never heard that.
cheers, enjoy.
Yeah, you too.
Always.
Bye. According to my Apple Watch, I caught 0 waves, which the waves I caught were actually so bad, and I was so cold I couldn't bring one of my knees up to like stand up on my board very fast. Anyway, I caught 3 waves. I can't even hold up 3. My fingers are so cold, but it was fun. It was like a little frustrating because the same people kept getting on the waves. They weren't really hearing the waves that much. And it was like the same 2 guys. And then right as I'm getting out, I turn and look behind me and he gets out too. And I'm like, should have stayed in longer. Like, of course you had to get out right now. But another thing that I always use, especially here in California, is my surf poncho. I didn't use this at all in Hawaii, but here I use it all the time. It's so cozy, especially when I get out of the water and I'm freezing. It's so good. So I'm just gonna use this and change into my regular clothes, and then I'll go home. After a surf, I use some of this Zilly conditioner. It's really nice because, as you can see, my hair is like super tangled. Again, you don't need it, but it's just one of those nice things to have if your hair is really gross after. Overall, that was actually such a fun surf. I'm really glad I decided to take out my shortboard instead of my longboard. Today was like the perfect day for it. Even though I didn't catch that many waves, I just got to get back into it and get used to it again. So yeah. One thing I really didn't talk much about is this bag. It's just an XL Land's End tote. I thrifted it in Hawaii for I think like $7. I have used this thing endlessly. Like, it's big enough where I can fit everything in it. If I'm going surfing with someone, like my boyfriend, if we're trying to film, we can literally fit everything in here. It's so nice. I wouldn't want any other bag. They also have this like key clip here, so you can clip your keys if you're gonna be on the beach. I would highly recommend it. Why do I have 3 freaking things of wax in here? I'm not good at shortboarding anymore, so I'm gonna have to start taking this out more and just eating it when I'm out there. But I'm honestly super happy that I decided to take it out because I just needed one of those days where, I don't know, I just feel like whenever I have a longboard and foamy, I know I'm gonna have a good session, catch lots of waves. So I think it's the fear of like taking out the shortboard knowing that I'm gonna suck and not catch any waves and probably have a worse session. But like I needed that, you know? So anyway, I had so much fun. I'll show you what I do at home, how I rinse things out and everything. And yeah, I'm gonna drive back now. So whenever I get home from a surf, I just make sure to rinse my board and gear off. Saltwater is super corrosive, so you just want to make sure that you're taking care of all your equipment so it will last as long as it can. Thank you so much for watching episode 3 of Surfer Girl Diaries. I hope this gave you insight to some surf essentials that you would need to start surfing or that you maybe want to incorporate into your own surf life and routine. So that's it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time.